This is John Kyle. When I'm not taking shirtless selfies on Instagram and drinking White Claw while having hot sex with my wife Karen and making truck videos, I like to listen to the shows on VRS, Veteran Radio Syndicate, your home for the best quality veteran entertainment.
The recognized symbol of excellence in online entertainment.
Welcome, everybody, to another Sports Church right here on the Vet Radio Syndicate, the recognized symbol of excellence for online entertainment for veterans and patriots alike. I'm your host, John Kerman, a.k.a. Minnie. Joining me is Pterodactyl, Pook, and Pops. What's going on, gentlemen? How got the crust out from the eyes this morning?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Crusty.
I feel you.
Eyes are still squinting. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah,
All right.
I'm up at my daughter's hockey tournament, so we drink after the games, and
No,
it's
weird.
like, yeah, weird, right? It's
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, well, let's just cut right to it. We've got we had divisional rounds last week. We have the AFC Championship game and NFC Championship game this week. I know, Pops, you did a little work last night with Richie and J-Dub and Anthony over.
And I didn't convince Richie that the Bengals are going to win. I don't understand why I couldn't convince him, but I really worked hard at it.
That's weird. That's so weird. All right, what do we think? I mean, what are the biggest surprises so far this playoffs?
Bengals, obviously.
Got to say the Bengals, right?
I mean, before the playoffs started, like when we were going into week 17 or 18 or whatever it was this year, I was saying that actually the Bengals were going to be my surprise team. And then they lost that last week, and I was like, oh, I think they lost their momentum. And then, no, they came right back out and got that momentum right back. So it was like, maybe I was onto something, but of course, the time I am onto something, I go and change my mind right away.
Sure.
I don't know how they're gonna beat last week. Last week's games were awesome.
Yeah, they were. That was probably one of the best playoff games I've seen in I don't know 20 years, man. That was insane.
They had 21 points in the last 2 minutes.
They had 26 points.
26
27 points in 1 minute and 52 seconds. Yeah, and the Bills got completely robbed too. I can't believe that. Like,
yeah.
Why did it? Let's take the game like we've been playing it all year, and then go into the playoffs where things really matter, and let's just leave it up to a coin toss. Yeah, let's change the rules. Let's change it. Let's make it completely discombobulated, and let's leave it up to a coin toss. Jesus, come on! I mean,
Bills defense let them down big time, man. Freaking 13 seconds on the clock, man.
I mean, Mahomes and the Chiefs moved the ball across the field to get that field goal in less time than Dak Prescott took to run that last play in the Cowboys.
Jeez. Yeah, that was just. I mean, the whole game was just amazing, but geez, you'd think that somebody would have played a little D. I mean, especially Buffalo, right? But is Kansas City just that tuned up? I mean, who do you got?
I mean, it was just the opposite of the Cincinnati game. I mean, that was a 19-16 game.
Well, the Packer game, before that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pisser of a game. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, the offense did not show up at all in there.
Yeah, very weird. Very weird.
Yeah, the defense, both the defenses played great in that game. Usually if the Green Bay defense plays that well, you would think that they would have got a win. But the special teams sucks. They got to gut that special teams there. They got to get rid of that special team staff. That was their biggest problem all year, and it bit them in the ass in the playoffs. Yeah, it is what it is.
Isn't that usually when it happens? When you need your most vulnerable shows up when you most need it, and,
right?
I mean, good Lord. But all right, what game do you guys want to go after first? I mean, AFC, NFC, doesn't
Well,
matter.
it's good by the timing. You got the Bengals and the Kansas City up first. Oh god, I really taste good.
Yeah, I bet. You all right there? Jeez.
I don't know.
Everybody's fucking sick right now.
Omicron.
Yeah, Michelle's been sick for like a
Omicron?
week and a half.
Yeah, don't even bring that word up.
I don't. All right, T. What do you think? AFC, NFC. You want to go AFC first?
Sure.
All right.
It don't matter to me.
I mean, this is what I have for it. I have Kansas City -7, over under 54.5. The money line is -360 on Kansas City. Whew, wow, that's
Kansas
steady.
Kansas City 7-point favorites.
Yeah.
Well, then give me I'll take the points. Give me Cincy.
Hold on a second here. What's up, Richie? You're more than welcome to join us if you want. The link's in the sports chat. Let me get the thing here. Let's see. Oop! Now I just tore my paper up.
Oh, I haven't really been out. I mean, the 10Us are playing right. Well,
all right. KC versus Cincy. 5-7. What did they say the over was? 54. Wow. They really think they're going to score that many, huh? 54.5. So, T, you're taking the points?
Really,
yeah, I'm taking the points. Give me Cincy.
Against the spread.
Give me Cincy.
What's that? What's that?
Is Cincinnati really 12-7 against the spread?
They're 6-0 in their last games, six games. But yeah, I mean, that's I actually have my picks written down on the page before what I put. Yeah, I took Cincy, which is Richie is taking the Chiefs in the over, which is weird. Never saw that coming. Never in a million years saw that coming. All right. Are you taking Pook? Who are you taking? What you taking?
So I got him at 7, right?
Yeah.
All right, Chiefs. Go ahead, give me KC then.
You're gonna take the Chiefs.
If you move that a half a point, which I've seen, I'm taking Cincinnati. That's how I feel about this game.
Yeah, I didn't go to a book. I just got something off CBS today.
A lot of books have it at 7. Some books have it at 7.5. It opened up at 6.5.
Okay.
Yeah, if they went to 7.5, that was a shoe in. But at 7, it's really tough.
Yeah, sure. Pops.
Give me Kansas City. Give me the over.
Pook, you're taking the over.
Yeah, I'll jump right into the trap. I'll jump right into the sucker trap. This is like a setup. The setup sucker trap. I'll jump right into it.
I'm taking Cincy in the under. Richie's taking Chiefs in the over. Pook's taking Chiefs in the over. Pops, what are you taking?
Cincinnati under.
Cincy in the under. And T, are you taking the under or the over?
I'll take the over.
You're going to take the over.
All it's going to be 24-23.
Yeah.
It's under, and the points give me the win.
I could see this being like within a field goal of each other.
I could too.
That's why I'm taking Cincy, because I think it's
I could also see it going being a blowout.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It could be a total of 15 points, and or it could be Casey's got the over by itself.
That could happen. That guy Tyreek Hill.
He's fast.
He's fast.
Yeah,
isn't he fast? Doesn't he just look like everyone else is standing still when he's running?
What did Daniel talk?
A story on him, and he wears some equipment that shows his heart rate and all kinds of crazy stuff while he's playing, and his heart rate was higher when he was off the field watching him try to kick that field goal than when he was out there playing.
That's hilarious. I love it. All right, so I mean, there's keys to the game here. I mean, we might as well get into that and pretend like we know what we're talking about. Look, Cincinnati set 2 records last week. One for rookie receiving yards, that's Chase, right? And anybody guess what the other one was?
Most sacks.
Most sacks of the game, 9. Woo! 4 field goals, 1,200 points off of field goals because they kept getting sacked.
And
Driving to the
obviously,
red zone.
and then obviously the quarter.
How about most sacks out of field goal range?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm
He
sure
was all he had to do was fall to the ground and they kicked a field goal. But no, he had to run 15 yards back and get sacked.
Well, I mean, he's a gamer. He's trying to win. I get it, but I mean, Kansas City not necessarily known for their defense, right? I mean, obviously, last week was prime example of that. I mean, when you think of Buffalo, you don't think of like massive. I mean, I never really even paid attention to Davis last week. He said, "How do you set a?" That's horrible. You set an offensive record in a losing game, 4 touchdowns in one game he caught. It's a record. And they lost. Like that's the definition of a dubious accomplishment or dubious record. Like, Kansas City's offense, Kansas City doesn't have much of a D, do they? So I mean, do you need one when you can put up 40 some points every game without even blinking? Like, I don't know.
Boy, Richie, you look almost as good as you did last night.
Yeah. I look like a fat Hugh Hefner in my robe.
All right, so Keys, is Kansas City's D going to show up, Richie?
No.
Or do they even need to?
No, they don't need to. We got Pat Mahomes plays offense, Pat Mahomes plays defense, and Pat Mahomes coaches. That's all. That's it. And he only needs 13 seconds. All right, 13 seconds, the game's over.
Gotcha.
Chiefs super fan.
Yeah. The Chiefs are going to score. The game combined, they're probably going to score 70 points in this game. I'm looking for the Bengals to come out firing, probably score about 30, 35 points. And I'm picking Kansas City to score in the 40s, man. This is going to be a 70-point game.
All right, Richie. Who would win? Pat Mahomes with one hand tied behind his back, blindfolded, versus Ngannou with a machete. Who wins that fight?
Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just checking. Want to see where the baseline's at.
Yeah.
What if you shrunk Mahomes down to a miniature size and had him play against the Bengals?
Okay, down to miniature size. It'd probably be a draw. Hey man, that was wild, and there's going to be so much stuff come out about that Buffalo game. Buffalo played their ass off. Oh, yeah. They really did. I mean, you can't tell me that number one defense. He carved up the number one defense. He carved up our defense. Our defense number 27. Our 27th gets the pass. That's like not even having a defense. Okay, when you're 27th, you get the pass.
Yeah.
I don't know. Only thing I worry about the Bengals is that line. I mean, I know Titans sacked them 9 times. Last time we played them. We got them 4 times in their stadium. So the line scares me about the Bengals. I mean, he's tough, but how many hits can he keep taking?
Yeah,
eventually.
That's what ended his season last year. He got injured because the line wasn't protecting him. So, that is always the X factor.
I thought that was Burrow talking. That's one thing I'm afraid of is that line.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that scares me. I mean, there's ways around having a terrible line. You run a lot of delays. You run a lot of inside screens, bubble screens. There are ways around it, though. But, of course, Andy Reid's probably thinking about that, too. So, although I took Cincy in the under, I don't think this is going to be a Cincinnati victory straight up. Like, I don't see how they beat the Chiefs. Jesus Christ. I mean, who do you concentrate on? I mean, you've got to give up one guy to spy on Mahomes, right? So that leaves you with 10 on beat, right? So you're not blitzing that guy. You're not dropping him back in the coverage. Now you're down to 10. You've got a double Hill or you've got a double Kelsey, depending on the situation, right? I mean, so that leaves you with 8. And you've got 5 guys on the line. Like, So now you're down to 3. So you take a safety back. 2. I mean, when you blitz, I mean, if you blitz, I guess you got to blitz inside, right? Because you don't want to. You want to get into Mahomes' face as fast as possible. I don't know, man. Is there any chance since he wins this game straight up? I mean, a lot of us are taking them against the spread. 3 out of 5 of us are taking the spread. But is there any way they win this straight up? Like 27 is
NFL, man.
I know it's the NFL.
On any given Sunday. On any given Sunday, anybody can win.
You're talking.
We got
talking about
coming on.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
Not me.
It
could be somebody's TV.
I don't got a TV on, so it ain't me.
See if Richie's got his on.
Hang on.
There you
go. Go ahead.
Now it's
gone. Better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
still clear, Richie. That sounds so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the melodious tone.
Yeah.
The thing about a good pass rush, right? We've seen Brady collapse under a good pass rush.
Everybody does, right?
Yeah, if Mahomes is laying on his back and can't pass the ball, that's going to be. And I'm just echoing what you guys were talking about earlier with it matters about the line, right?
Yeah.
What happens with the line? What happens at the line? At first, when you were talking about the line, I was like, the 7 points. I'm thinking the line. I'm thinking, yeah, he's right. That 7 points is a killer. And then I realized you guys were talking about offensive, defensive line, how Kansas City's offensive line is going to, if they're going to be able to keep the Bengals at bay, if you will.
I really think the only way the Bengals got a shot is if they do get to Mahomes and he starts throwing the ball around and we end up getting a bunch of takeaways because he is just so hot.
Yeah, and that guy's pretty good at he'll do one of these, like he's running for his life in a circle, and then he'll do one of these things like that, and then he'll go 30 yards right into a receiver's hands.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy about that guy. He'll roll out, be getting chased for his life, and just do a little sidearm flip. And he'll go 30 yards, right on the numbers.
Kansas City does it better than probably anybody does. Is that when they see their quarterback in trouble, they go to the winds. They just break their route. They go to wherever there's an open spot, anywhere, and they all almost seemingly simultaneously break into panic mode and just get to a spot where Mahomes can get the ball open and then try and make a play from there. I mean, they do. You see it all the time. That's where that ridiculous flip pass or that backhanded left, pass is Mahomes is going. That's where that comes in all the time because everybody goes, "Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Get to an open spot. Just break your route off. Don't matter what you're doing. Go to an open spot." And he's.
You think they practice that?
Oh, I guarantee you they do.
Yes.
Because other teams, I've seen other quarterbacks try to flip the ball and stuff, and it ends up going right in the arms of a defensive lineman and stuff, or it turns into a fumble somehow. He's trying to flip the ball and
Yeah. So I mean,
Pat Mahomes executes that.
Since these pass rush is nothing to joke about either, though, guys. They've got a pretty good pass rush. I don't know exactly where it ranks, but I know I've seen and heard them talk about it.
This is a question for Minnie, because you're a big time Green Bay fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Patty Mahomes, does he out Favre?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, and then one simple fact is that dude can run, and Favre hasn't been able to run since high school. So, or he got in that car accident. I think that's what did it, and I think that was actually in high school. Maybe it was his freshman year in college. I can't remember, but he was in his late teens for sure, or mid or late teens. And yeah, dude never been able to run, but I think Mahomes is pretty accurate. I don't think he's the most, but he's pretty accurate, and he can move. He can throw on the run. He can improvise. And what makes him is really crazy is that you put that all together, and then you have the Favre balls. You remember Andy Reid was part of that dream team coaching staff in Green Bay when Favre won the Super Bowl. Yeah, right? Him and Gruden and Mariucci, all those guys. Right now, Reid's I think is the last one still standing, but and for good reason. But I think Andy Reid definitely saw a little bit of that, and I think little by little he let the leash go. And once he felt he could trust him, like, all right, look, this is, there's going to be moments. And if you want to take that moment, then take it. And Mahomes does. And that's what's so amazing about him. Now, his brother sucks, but as far as a person goes, but he's an amazing dude. He seems to be, at least optics-wise. And as a quarterback, that's what I like about Mahomes the best. I mean, he's Brett Favre that can run. Because he's a gamer, and he'll throw into that double coverage. If it means a game, look, I'm going to lose anyways. So I might as well try and thread it, right? I lose if I don't throw it.
Not only is he a Brett Favre that can run, he's a Brett Favre that doesn't throw interception after interception after interception and cost you the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One other stat. There's another stat that's weird about Mahomes. If you blitz him, okay, he like any other quarterback. Other quarterback, you blitz him, you can get him. You blitz him, he scores more touchdowns on the blitz than any other quarterback.
Yeah.
So teams stop blitzing him. They just quit blitzing him once it's successful against him. And that way he can't pick him apart as good. But if you blitz him, you're in trouble. You really are. The stats staggering how much more than the next guy it is. It's just unbelievable.
I'm sure there's a lot to do with Andy Reid and being like, look, if they bring extra guys, that means somebody, at least one guy, is going to be probably open. And it's going to be Kelsey. It's going to be running back on the wing. It's going to be Tyreek Hill on the go. Somebody's going to be open, and you need to know where that blitz is coming from. And once you identify that the blitz is coming, you identify where it's coming from, you can pretty much deduce who is going to be one-on-one, right? Who's got the best shot of being open. If you're running if Hill's running a short cross and that outside linebacker is coming, well, in about 3 seconds, Hill's going to be break free of that middle linebacker, and he's going to be open. Or if he's running a go and that free safety comes, well, guess where I'm throwing every fucking time? I'm throwing the Hill on the go, and I think Andy Reid must have spent a lot of time drilling that into Mahomes' head. That's something it's not very common in colleges to be able to do. Now some guys do, but I think that's a huge part of why. And I mean, if I'm the Bengals coach, are you looking at every game KC lost this year and just dissecting the shit out of it? I mean, I would be. What do you guys think? Let me see.
Think about if you're looking at the games that KC lost, you're looking at kind of a different. Yeah, you're looking at a different team because they were not playing. They were not playing the same at the beginning of the season.
They had some injuries early on, didn't they?
Reds people didn't play. Yeah.
They really didn't start playing well until after they defeated Green Bay when Jordan Love started in that game. And they didn't look good in that game either. Jordan Love sucked. But then after that, they played they started playing like the Chiefs that we all knew. Because at the beginning of the season, we were like, man, is KC even like what's going on in KC? They don't look like the same team anymore. Because people were questioning what was going on. I remember that pretty distinctly.
Yeah.
Did Kansas City and Cincinnati play this year?
Yes, week 17.
That's what I thought. I thought it was late. I'm looking for it. I'm like, I don't.
No, week 16. The extra game. Yeah, week 17.
Okay, let's see here.
The Chiefs jumped out fast. I mean, it was like 21-0. I think it was. They scored 30 points, and then at the end of the game, Cincinnati came back with that 4-minute field goal. It took them 3 minutes to kick a field goal because of the timeouts and the penalties and all that stuff. And they just waited the clock down.
What if Cincinnati magically gets Joe Mixon going? Because I'm looking at the last game and Cincinnati won. Now it wasn't Cincinnati, it wasn't an Arrowhead, but Joe Mixon was 12 for 46. Ooh, that's not exactly what you want out of your number one running back, right?
Yeah, that's what's happened at Kansas City. People want to know how they got better. They start stopping the run. We start stopping the run. When we lost the Tennessee Titans, if you go back and look at the game, Henry did not get 100 yards, okay? And we got a rookie linebacker named Nick Bolton. And Nick Bolton has been a tackling machine. And since we picked up Ingram, that whole defensive run strategy has changed. And they haven't get up a lot of individual 100-yard rushers like they used to. And therefore, that's making teams one-dimensional. And so I don't look for Mixon to be much of a factor, but I think he's going to get 50, 60 yards. I don't think he's going to get 100, but I think he's going to get 50, 60 because they're going to change. They're not going to come in with the same plan. That's just ignorant. You know, he's already know that plan. They're going to try to change it somehow. I don't think that receiver's going to get a couple 100 yards, Chase, but I think he's going to hit a 100-yard mark. He's just got that much talent. You just can't, recognize it's real.
How many did he have in the game last time? Like
240 something, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like he broke some off, didn't he?
Yeah, he broke several off. You know, and I was about to break my foot off in somebody's ass.
On the flip side of that coin, I don't see Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting a ton of yards either for the Chiefs after the way Cincinnati's defense held Derrick Henry last week.
Yeah,
that was surprising how tight they had Henry. That was wild.
Yeah,
I thought Henry was going to be a much bigger factor in that game than he was.
I called that. I knew he wasn't going to. I knew his Tennessee Titans will shit the bed in the playoffs, and it's Tannehill's fault. That Tannehill's not an elite quarterback, and he fakes the funk. He pretends he's elite, but he's not.
No, I regretted. I had him as my second string quarterback in one of my fantasy leagues this year, and I think it was Lamar Jackson went down. This was my work league. It was like then I had to start Tannehill, and it's like 4 interceptions. it's like God.
It's different nowadays, right? Because I mean, like remember back in the day, like a lot of us were growing up. You almost beginning of the year, right? You knew what teams were going to be in the playoffs, didn't you?
Yeah.
Almost. You just had these unbelievable teams. You had these super teams, and that's almost impossible to do anymore. So, like, unless you have, like Tannehill, he's a above average quarterback. He's a good game manager, but a guy. If you have a guy like that, you have to be dominant. Absolutely dominant on either on the offensive side or defensive side of the ball, right? Like you have to be like the Ravens when they were amazing. Name the quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl with the Ravens.
Dilfer.
There you go.
Badass.
Yeah, absolutely.
If the big guy like Dilfer, we would have won Super Bowls with the defenses that we had.
Yes.
I guarantee that.
Dilfer, first ballot Hall of Famer, right? You know, I mean, come on, man. I mean,
no.
It's the Bears with Jim McMahon. Come on, man. Like
those are not. Yeah, you're talking about anomalies. Those are anomalies.
Yeah.
You know, defense can't do it no more. I met Jimmy Johnson. Years ago when I was fighting in a circuit. We was out in North Carolina, and I was talking to him, and I said, "Man, what made you so dominant with the Cowboys?" He said, "To be a dominant football team, you got to have a triangle, okay? You got to have a good quarterback. You got to have either outstanding wide receiver, outstanding running back, or a tight end in there, okay?"
Yeah.
And he had those 3 things in Dallas until Jerry Jones lost his freaking mind and fired him. Well, Kansas City has those 3 things. They have a triangle on offense, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots, they had a triangle on offense. That's why they were winning a lot of teams. Anybody can win one Super Bowl and be an anomaly, and that don't make you good because you win one Super Bowl. I mean, look at Dan Marino. Dan Marino is one of the best quarterbacks ever. Never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Anything else we want to talk about on that Kansas City-Cincinnati game? I mean,
let's get it on. Let's play the damn game.
Yeah, I know, right?
Get the damn thing underway.
Games tomorrow at 1500 Eastern Standard Time on CBS.
2:00 Central.
CBS. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now this next one, LA versus San Francisco. Careful, you don't. I mean, at least it's being played in LA, and not. San Francisco.
Somebody tell me?
You don't have to bring your shit emoji map. You know, to get around San Francisco, you don't step in the shit or the needles.
But dude, LA's not much better, bro.
Oh, I know, but it's at least.
Oh my god, bro! I was downtown. I was downtown LA, and I took a crap in one of them porta johns down there. I was right in the middle of one of them little shanty villages for drug addicts. I'm not even not to get on political, but I'm not. You can't even call them homeless people. It's just because there ain't homeless people. There's shelters for homeless people. These people are drug addicts. All the drug addicts are hanging out outside, Freaking.
Why not? It's nice,
like,
right?
Yeah.
I guess. Why not? Can't beat them. Join them. You know, it looks like
you,
a Grateful Dead fans. I guess. I don't know.
You pass out in the middle of the street, you're not going to freeze to death. You know.
Nah.
You know?
Try that over where you guys live.
Oh God, no! You'd be dead in a half an hour, 40 minutes. It was it was below zero when I woke up this morning in Columbus. Below zero. I'm like,
stop cussing. That's foul language.
Yeah, right. The line is 3.5. The over/under is a very low 45.5, and I say low because these two.
See again, that's not a bad low or high over/under.
Okay, well, the last game they played together, they scored 53.
Yeah.
The first game they played together, they scored 41. So I guess that's in the middle. I think that's what they're looking at, maybe. The first game was in San Francisco. The Niners won 31-10. Stafford threw 2 interceptions. Garoppolo didn't throw any, which is weird. In the last game, they played. It was overtime. What was no. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking at it. Okay. I was looking at the wrong one. They scored 51 points in the second game they played. San Francisco also won that in LA. Overtime was by 3, 27-24. Garoppolo threw 2 interceptions. Stafford threw 2 interceptions, but Stafford threw 3 touchdowns. Holy crap. Cooper Kupp, of course, 7. That's your number 1 overall pick next year, right? Cooper Kupp in fantasy? Got to be, right?
Yeah.
No doubt, right? Whoever draws number 1 is going to be like, woo! No way he's going to have that year again. But
yeah, who knows? Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but who knows, man?
Yeah,
knows?
I mean, Jesus. What a hell
Megatron stayed at the top for years.
He did. Yeah, he had about 4 or 5 year run there for sure. I don't know, man. I don't know. Pook, what are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is I picked Los Angeles to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Everyone's telling me, and you're like, when did you do that? I don't know. A couple weeks back I did. People asked me around here. Maybe even you guys might have asked me last week. But yeah, I picked LA to win the Super Bowl. But this is gonna be a tough one.
I got you down and riding with Cowboys. It says right here, Pook took Cowboys.
I thought that was J-Dub that was.
What were we taking, dude? What were we on that day? What kind of psychedelic was I on?
Yeah,
what
right.
kind of trip was I on? What did I think I was in '92? Was I like freaking high?
Let me check the date.
I thought I was magically transported to 1992.
Yeah. Let me check the date of that paper. Yeah.
Oh my God! All right,
This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for him to get past San Francisco. You know, this rivalry there. We got. We'll see what happens. They play each other twice a year. They know each other really well. 4 points is a lot of points, and it's really making me want to take San Francisco.
I got 3.5.
With 3.5, you got 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride and die with LA. You know, but
okay.
But as far as like, I won't be surprised. They ain't gonna surprise me.
Wait a minute, they're 0-8 against San Francisco. Isn't that right?
Yes.
0-8.
0-8.
If that's true ops, it really don't scare me. They're due.
They're due. They're due.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm gonna agree with Pook. I'm gonna take the Rams, but I again wouldn't be shocked if San Francisco won, because here's a weird stat. This year, the 49ers are 2-0 against the Rams, and Jimmy Garoppolo has a 108 passer rating against the Rams. Okay, everybody else in the league he's got in the 70s. He's 108. Why?
I don't know. Why can't Aaron Rodgers beat the 49ers? He's 0-4 against them in the playoffs.
Why? I mean, my God, I wouldn't be shocked if you take away Deebo Samuel. You should pound his team into submission. But nobody's been able to stop him yet. But I think they're going down tomorrow. I think the Rams finally put an end to that streak. The over.
Yeah.
I hope.
You hope. Pops, what are you thinking?
I got the Rams.
You got the Rams, huh? Oh my God!
And I'll go with the over.
Okay. You're gonna go the over. Pook, what are you taking over under? Richie, you too.
Man,
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Over. I got the over.
Over.
man. Do I take the under just to be contrarian, just so we got some, just to shake
you'd
it
never
up?
do that.
I don't. I hate the
Yeah.
under,
No. Yeah. I mean,
man. Give me the over.
92 Cowboys. Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the over in the 92 Cowboys.
T, what are you thinking, man?
It's hard to beat a conference rival three times in the same year.
I know, right?
I definitely remember when I was younger that happening to Green Bay where they played Minnesota in the first.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, they played Minnesota in the first round, and they lost to Minnesota after just crushing them in both regular season games. So I'm going to go with the Rams, and I'm going defense for this game. I'm going to go under.
I am going under as well, but I'm going to be the lone wolf, man. I'm taking San Francisco. I got to root for San Francisco. They beat my Packers, so I got to, I don't think they're the better team, but
but you get 3.5 points. What the hell, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the big reason I like LA, the two big reasons I like LA is because of Stafford and Cooper Kupp. You got one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now and one of the best wide receivers, and they got a defense they got a defense too. So, but we're going to see what happens.
San Francisco,
right?
Yeah.
Right. No, you're right.
You're
right. You're right. I think I think I watched one of these games, and
how many playoff wins has Stafford got?
I don't think he has any
before this year.
This
right here.
No, he's doing really
before
good.
This year.
0. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have much help with that bad organization he played for.
Yeah, and he had a broken back one year in Detroit.
That's true.
Yeah.
I did.
That guy suffered so long.
Yeah, I hope it's a good game because I'm really going to be psyched for Kansas City versus Cincinnati because there's so many Cincy fans up here, and we've got 2 of them coming up to watch the games on Sunday. So it would really suck if they get smoked. I'd like to see a really good game. I'd like to see the Bengals win. I think that'd be hilarious. I think a hilarious Super Bowl. And I'm sure the refs will call it to do the best to prevent it. But it would be hilarious to see San Francisco and Cincinnati again. Because last time the Bengals were in the Super Bowl, right? Yeah. They played San Francisco, correct?
Yep. I believe you're right.
Joe Montana, and that was a pretty good game. Boomer Science and Joe Montana.
Wow, that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's reaching way back.
That was in the previous century.
I started thinking about it a week ago. That's how much shit it had to go through to actually get in there, find it in my brain, and pull it back out. But that would be great. It would be great. Not great for Richie, but I mean, it would be nostalgic. I don't know how many years is apart. If somebody wants to look it up real quick, that'd be awesome. But I just don't see it happen. I see more realistic. I mean, it's going to be a West Coast team no matter what, right? You're going to have a San Francisco or LA. So
the NFL Network just said that the Rams referees are the same ones that call a lot of penalties on the Patriots. So that tells me that they're either going to call a rigged game so they get the Rams to play in their home stadium during the Super Bowl.
Right, 2 years in a row. That wouldn't stink, would it?
Yeah, man. Oh man, I don't know.
That doesn't pass the smell test. I mean, absolutely, NFL wants the game in LA. The game is going to be in LA.
Yeah,
but to make it crazier would be the Rams playing in their home stadium and the home team playing 2 years in a row in their home stadium in the Super Bowl.
That's what I was saying last week. You know what I found? You know what I found funny too about this Los Angeles San Francisco game is the Rams, when you were buying tickets, they're actually they're verifying addresses, verifying people's IDs to make sure it's Los Angeles fans instead of San Francisco fans.
Yeah, I heard that.
For this, which is crazy because you don't need ID to vote in California, but you need to get into the Rams game.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's
It
hilarious.
was 1981 and 1988 when the Bengals won the AFC championship and lost both of them to San Francisco. 81 and 88.
Damn.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Right? So,
Yep.
I mean,
Okay. Well,
look, whoever wins the AFC, I'm rooting for more than likely. But, because it all depends. If San Francisco sneaks in there and the Chiefs go in there, I might have to root for San Francisco. But if the Rams go in there and the Chiefs make it, then I'm definitely rooting for Kansas City because fuck LA. Fuck everything about that city.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just rubbish. It's always been rubbish.
I hate San Francisco, so I'm.
Yeah, I've never been there, but
I hate the city of San Francisco, so.
I don't know, guys.
Pelosi's from there, right?
I'm sure a lot of fucked up people are from there.
Hey, Redneck, tell Minnie where I said Aaron Rodgers is going to end up.
Not in
Chicago
Green Bay,
Bears.
I guess.
No. Where did I say he was going to go?
What's that?
Where did I say he was going to go?
Man, I don't know. I've been drunk since then.
Where'd you say, Pops?
Going to New England.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, New England with Bill Belichick.
He almost fell out of his chair when I said that.
Yeah. I tried to forget that.
But he's not going anywhere for money. He's going
to
prove a point, and that's all he's got to do.
Well,
and Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick would be the only coach who could handle him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but Pop's probably right. Yeah, that'd be the best spot for him.
Yeah,
I know a lot of the betting odds right now are on Denver, but because they're
Denver, Tennessee, Indianapolis, New England.
Because Denver's
Tampa Bay.
Well, I heard that one too.
Yeah,
because Tom Brady's wife. Yeah, Tom Brady's wife made it official. He's retiring. So his wife.
87 or 85%.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's up to 92 this morning.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, we got last night. We talked about Aaron Rodgers going to New England, and then a couple teams he could shock you on. Maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
He can step right in there. Tampa Bay. I had New Orleans down until Sean Payton backed out, so I changed my mind on New Orleans. That team's a hot mess.
You know how bad
if
of a hot mess it is?
If Power was back in Pittsburgh, I could say that would be a good matchup. I would love to see him play.
I think Tomlin would do just fine with
Power as the head honcho.
Well,
wherever he goes, Devontae Adams will follow him. You watch.
Oh, yeah, probably if they got the money.
The thing why Denver is one of the hot picks right now is because they just brought in the Packers offensive coordinator for a second interview.
Yeah.
So they're
they already hired him. He's already coach. He got it yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah, I was at my
Hackett's coach.
I was traveling up here to Eau Claire, and Sammy had her game last night, so I'm a little behind on the news.
Talking about a mess though too. Somebody brought up the Saints. No Drew Brees, no Sean Payton, and now take a guess how far they're over the cap coming into the season.
Oh, I read that. I can't remember. 27 million?
$72 million.
$72 million.
Woo!
Woo! No, he ain't going there.
No.
He damn sure ain't going there.
No.
That's going to be if you got anybody in New Orleans that your team wants, you better line up now because it's going to be a hot sale, man. Sale.
Get those bags back out, baby. Get those bags out from the basement. You used to put on your heads when you went into the Superdome. The Aints. We love the Aints because they're about to be the Aints again.
What's that? Who's that receiver they got? That was hurt, but he's
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, yeah. We'll take him. If they want to get rid of him, we'll take him. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, they'd love to get rid of him because he hasn't been producing the last 2 years, but he still makes all that money.
Chris says, how the hell do you get that much over the cap? Holy fuck. Easy. You defer salaries and you incentivize salaries. And you sign a guy for 7 years. And you give them some guarantee money, and then you minimize the amount of money. So if he's got $30 million in 6 years, you pay him $1 million salary the first year, then you pay him $5 the next year, then you pay him $7 the next year, then you pay him $12 the next year, Then you pay him 17 the year after that, and then you eventually get up to that 30. But right now, the Saints are at the back end of all of those contracts.
Yeah, they got a lot of,
and everything's coming home to roost. And they got no money to pay anybody.
And they got what they call dead money, because a lot of guys get to the last contracts. If you know this guy's 17, this guy 10, this guy 12, and you waive them, that becomes dead money that you got to replace, and you can't do it. And that's getting a lot of teams. And a lot of these one-year contracts, because the salary cap's going up next year. What is it, like $175 million right now? It's going to $225 million, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's still going to suck. Your big player's going to get that money, but all these one-year contracts, a lot of teams got to figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs have 6 people, 6 of their stars on one-year contracts, for example. So there's going to be some decisions made. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, Chris, how no GM skills? Well, yeah, but it depends on how you look at it and how you run your franchise. Like, for instance, if you're a perennial team, like perhaps Pittsburgh, Green Bay, New England, whatever, you count on consistency and great scouting. But there's a lot of teams that they will go all in on a run. Like this is going to happen to LA real soon. Because they have got a ton of stars on there and a ton of backloaded contracts. So what you do is you build this team up, you build it to a point, and then you make your run. We got a quarterback. All right, now we got a new quarterback. We've got a wide receiver. We've got a defensive line. All right, let's run. All right, where is there anybody out there that we can get to push us over the edge? Oh, well, this guy, and this guy. Well, what's LA done the last couple of years? They've signed those guys for free agent contracts, and they backloaded the end of those contracts. Why? So they could add as much as humanly possible to push them over the edge to win that Super Bowl. As long as you win that Super Bowl, nobody cares if you tank for the next 3 years. We won the Super Bowl. We can suck for a couple of years. So it's make a run, tank, make a run, tank, make a run, tank. And that's a formula that a lot of GMs use. So
yeah, it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. And it's...
Well, put it this way. If you look at the salary cap, all the teams got all that money are the losing teams.
Oh, sure.
They're always all the losing teams.
Yeah.
All the winning teams don't have money.
Spend it? Why spend? Nobody's, one of the interesting things about free agent market is nobody's making runs every year. There's it may be a team or two here, but remember free agency used to be insane back in the day, and now it's not. Why? Because not everybody's not going out to. All right, we're projected to be 4-4 and what is it? 13 next year. Why are we going to go out and spend mad money on a guy that's going to get us another game and a half? There's no reason to do it anymore. Nobody's doing it. They're like, fuck it. We'll save the money. Put it in the back pocket. Build a war chest. Oh, we got a quarterback this year? Oh, shit. Okay. He had a pretty good rookie season. Okay, maybe we got something here. All right. What can we do to help him? This, and this. Okay. Well, we 500 this year. Shit, is it time? I think it's time. All right. We made a trade. We got a high-end draft pick. Let's get some D. Who out there can help us win in the next 2 to 3 years? This guy. All right. Here goes, unload the war chest. Let's spend it. Now's our time. Let's make our run. Let's put all our chips on the table and see if we can make this shit happen. And sometimes it doesn't. And then you end up looking like New Orleans, so. Yeah,
or Detroit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Detroit. When's the last time they made a fucking run? I think it was like the 60s. Jesus, that's just, I mean, I feel bad for Bears fans, but not that much because they're fucking from Illinois. But, I feel bad for Lions fans. Jesus Christ, is that just a perennial just shit show? I mean, hey, we got a nice stadium to watch our team get their ass kicked in every single year. All right.
Hey, you gotta be a diehard to be a Lions fan.
Yeah, you do, and mentally impaired as well. I how do you get excited? But there's like guys that are like sitting at their TV in Detroit draft day, just with beers and just fuck. Why they draft that guy?
Oh yeah, like that Jets draft day video that I saw.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No!
If you're watching the draft, you got fucking problems, man. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever watched a draft ever. Never.
Unfortunately, I watch it every year.
Oh, you got problems.
I do.
It's just why? It's just
I made up with it. That's why I made up with football. I made up.
Yeah.
Somebody said the Jets a while ago. Jets still got a team?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing about him in a while. I didn't know if he's still a team or not.
I don't know who their starting quarterback is, but
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think I can name one person on that team. That's horrible, right?
That is horrible. Shame on you. I don't know. I don't know either.
Yeah, right.
That's bad.
I used to be able to name one guy in Detroit, but or two. There was Megatron and Stafford for a while, but I can name DJ Swift on Detroit because I had him on my fantasy team.
DeAndre Swift, yeah.
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. So
I had their tight end, Hockenbach or whatever his name is. Yeah. Yeah. That rookie.
That wide receiver for Detroit looks like he'll be all right. That Amon-Ra.
Oh yeah. His brother from the Packers. Yeah.
That guy looks like he's.
Is that his brother?
Yeah. They're brothers. Yep.
Oh wow.
Dad was Mr. Universe.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. They kept during when they play each other. They keep showing their parents in the stands of like their parents are wearing like half Packer, half Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knock that shit off, will you?
Yeah. Pick a side.
Come on now.
Pick a
no
side.
kidding, man. Damn, grow some nuts. Shit.
What's with the Bear trying to hire all of Indianapolis' coaching staff?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because they're good without Carson Wentz.
Now they're going after their safety coordinator or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. The Colts are a good team if you set Carson Wentz down.
Yeah, right. Well, that's not hard to do. All you gotta do is breathe on him.
Yeah, he'll fall down. So he's cotton candy pudding soft.
Twisted ankle. Concussion. Dude, nobody hit you. Oh,
stop! Timeout! I got a hangnail. Timeout! I got a hangnail. That's 3 days right there.
The Colts would be a lot better if Jonathan Taylor could throw the ball too.
Play action pass to himself.
Yeah.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Oh, should we torture Pook a little bit?
Yeah, we should.
All right. Sounds like fun.
Oh, you just put his headset on.
Especially since he just sat back down.
Oh, he did.
You didn't turn the volume on.
Packers to lose in the playoffs. Okay, 2nd and 1, just run the ball. Okay, 3rd and 1, just run the ball. Okay, surely on 4th and 1, they're going to run the ball. Why don't we fucking run the ball? Aaron Rodgers would have made that throw. Aaron Rodgers would have ran that in. We're not even playing the Packers, Joe Buck. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I want to report child abuse. Yeah, my dad raised me as a Bears fan. So, you know what? Just fire everybody, sell the team, and blow up the stadium. I don't care anymore. I don't know what's faster, Devin Hester or my soul leaving my body every time Nagy calls a play. Well, at least we're not the Lions, you know? Dear Ditka, please let Aaron Rodgers retire next year and I'll get baptized at Portillo's. Again. And then, honestly, dude, I wouldn't mind bringing back Cutler. Yes, ESPN, please keep showing the graphic of how many quarterbacks the Bears have had since Brett Favre. I definitely want to see that 7 times a game. We could have had Mahomes. It's week 4 and the season's already over. God, why couldn't I have been born a Patriots fan? How to time travel back to 1985. It's just like the election. We get a new coach every 4 years. All right, hear me out. What if we just drafted a quarterback in every round? Like every year. Like statistically, we'd have to find a good one, right? Look, all I'm saying is ever since Urlacher got hair, we've sucked. That's it. I'm done supporting this team. I'm done. No, I don't care. They're not getting another dollar out of me. I'm done. Can't do it anymore. Can't do it. I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just numb. Well, they can still come back, right? We got time. Oh, my God. Why are they showing the double doink again? Why are they showing the double doink again? I'd rather go and teeking with my girlfriend than watch the rest of this game. All I'm saying is every time we play the Packers, we get fucked by the refs, okay? You know, dude, get out. I'm on the phone with 670 The Score bitching about the Bears. Yeah, like he should have been fired at least 4 games ago. I will say one thing, though. The Chicago Bears are really good at giving back. They give me depression, anxiety, alcoholism, anger issues. You name it, they've given it to me.
The why that came up on my feed today, I have no idea. But as soon as I saw it, I tagged Pook in it. I put it in the chat. I'm like, we're playing this shit just for Pook. Which, you know, I know why I thought of it because I was talking to my phone. I'm like, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers leaves. I'm going to know what it feels like to be a Bears fan for the first time in 20 some odd years.
Yeah,
almost exactly 20 years. Yeah, Mikowski was like 92, 93, right?
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I had a Don Mikowski shirt.
The Magic Man. The Magic Man.
I think I was like younger than both my kids at that time.
God, I mean, if Rodgers leaves or retires, it's over. I mean, we're relying on Jordan Love. Did you see that guy's eyes when he started for Rodgers this year? Did you see it? He looked like he was about to get run over by a truck, and he couldn't do anything about it. Like he was just the whole time, he was just like, "Am I really here? Am I really doing this? Oh my God, yeah." So that's not going to be good. And you know, Adams is going to leave, like Richie said. You know, Adams is almost certainly going to follow his boy. So,
well, yeah, and
blow that team up, son.
The Packers' money situation isn't much better than the Saints either. So
no, it's not either.
They don't got the money to re-sign Adams anyway. So
yeah, I think I'm just going to resign to the fact that it's over, and just so I don't hold hope, and then wake up one morning and look at my alerts on my phone. Rub the crud out of my eyes, be like, "Fuck, you went to Indianapolis or wherever he goes." And that's the end of an era, But can't complain. I can't complain. I've had a winning team, 2 Super Bowls, probably like 6 NFC championships over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the fucking Patriots, but how many times does that happen? Last time somebody went on a run like that, I mean, even in the 90s, it was either the 49ers or the Cowboys. They didn't just run 6 off in a row, right? Yeah. So you got to go back to the 70s to have 4 or 5 in a row. And look what, good run. Green Bay, Favre, Rodgers, Ron Wolf, and in the subsequent GMs, but I think it's the end of an era, and I'm just like, now I got to start taking shit from Bears fans. So whatever. I've been giving it to them for 20 years. Pook, you're muted. Weird, right?
Oh, wait.
The Pook. Pook muted the Pook.
You're still muted.
He's still muted.
You could be a Vikings fan, I guess.
No.
Vikings need love.
Right? One.
There you go. We got you.
Favre's got a Super Bowl one, right?
Yeah, Rodgers had one too.
That was back when we were young Marines, right? That was like when we were
96, I think.
We were literally teenagers the last time you guys had that Super Bowl. And then you got Rodgers has 1 Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Do you call that squander talent?
Would
you call that squander talent?
Yeah.
That's a Bronx tale right there.
Maybe it's a little frustrating being a Green Bay fan with all that squander talent. And the fact that you're going to be sitting on the couch watching the Cincinnati Bengals this weekend, you're going to be in the same position I'm in as a Bears fan. So that's all I have to say to your little show that you put, your little meme that you put on about Bears fans. You're in the same. You're going to be from the couch watching the game just like me tomorrow. You're watching the Cincinnati Bengals, the Kansas City Chiefs.
When I want to watch this thing, I said, you know what? John's going to play the same thing in the summer after the Cubbies get going again. Mm-hmm. It's a Chicago deal. It's not a Bears deal.
He killed the Cubs.
It's a Chicago deal.
John destroyed the Cubs. John single-handedly got on the air when the Cubs were in first place and said, "Oh, this team's going to implode. Everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket. Oh, no, by the way, Rizzo's going to be a Yankee." And then when Rizzo was a Yankee, he was like, "I was right. Rizzo's a Yankee." This is incredible. This is freaking horrifying. I don't want to be a fan of any team that I like.
It's going to be rough, man. Oh, it's going to be rough.
What's happening with Aaron Rodgers? Where's he going according to you, Minnie?
I don't think he stays. I hope that he stays. I pray that he stays to get at least 1 or 2 more years out of him in Green Bay and maybe get another Super Bowl. But I mean, they're like T brought up. There's money issues there, and I don't know.
The thing is too.
If he goes, he can go anywhere. He is not retiring. That I'm very confident.
Yeah, no, he's not retired. No,
he's not going to retire.
He can't go anywhere because he's under contract still with Green Bay for 1 more year. So they'll probably if they don't think they're gonna be bringing him back, they're gonna trade him, get what they can to start the rebuild. Rodgers says he doesn't want to be part of the rebuild.
Is he signed to 23?
Yeah, he's still got 1 more year on his contract. So Green Bay more than so they can control where he goes. So that means he's not going anywhere in the NFC North because they're not going to trade him to a divisional opponent.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the only place he really belongs is with the Raiders. I don't know what they're going to do with Carr, but you got a guy that looks like that. You got a guy that steals catalytic converters, right? You got a guy that you got a guy that's an anti-vaxxer. Where's he belong? Put him with all the outlaws. Yeah. Put him with the outlaws. Put him over there with all the outlaws.
But the thing is, too, then does Rodgers want to go to the AFC West and play against Mahomes twice a year?
Yeah, that's what I keep telling everybody.
Yeah.
How many people actually want to come in and play that beast twice a year? You know, maybe 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that stops a guy like Rodgers.
Yeah, I don't really think that's an issue for him.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Yeah, I think he believes he's elite, and I think all things being even, he can beat Mahomes. But
that's the thing. He's
about this,
delusional, right?
Yeah, Mahomes 8-2. Mahomes is 8-2 in the playoffs. Rodgers is 8-10 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's that. You can't win a Super Bowl being 8-10.
Does that have a lot to do? Who does that have more to do with? Does that have more to do with the people around him and the decisions and management and coaches, or does that have to do with Rodgers himself choking?
Yeah.
Rodgers choking.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm asking a Packer fan.
I don't know. He's got an outstanding wide receiver. Dante Adams is probably the best receiver in the game.
Yeah.
You know, he's had some good supporting cast. I think it's got to be him choking. I mean, they're not out there throwing in passes, interceptions like, you know, the front office is not. That's his doing.
You know when it went to hell? You know when it all went to hell for Aaron Rodgers? When he quit doing his discount double check. When that guy quit doing his discount double check, everything went to hell for that guy.
Yeah. You know, I don't know, man. Wherever he go, he's gonna go somewhere. If he leaves, I'm sure they're doing everything they can to say, you know, all right, look, we've got 2 more years at this. What do you want us to do? What can help you get to another Super Bowl, win us a Super Bowl, and then you can retire on a Super Bowl? And I think that's what Rodgers wants to do. I think he wants to get that second ring and then just punch out, call it a day, you know. But he's got to get it, and there's a double you know, which is the Packers, and a double you don't know, which could be Tennessee, could be LA, could be Pittsburgh, could be New England, could be fucking Tampa Bay, could be the Indianapolis Colts. But, you know, and all those seem like legit shots to get to a Super Bowl. I mean, Indy's got Jonathan Taylor. Pittsburgh's got that tradition of Mike Tomlin. And, you know, Mike Tomlin would do it Aaron Rodgers. Oh, my God. So I got Ben Roethlisberger's arm and accuracy, and he can run. Okay, when, Tampa Bay, I traded one Hall of Fame quarterback for another one. Las Vegas, you got a solid team. Solid offense, and now you've got Aaron Rodgers, which puts you over the top. So New England, you've got Emperor Palpatine, one of the best schemers and gamers as far as coaches out there. And with Aaron Rodgers, what's he going to do? Now, that seems the least likely of them to me because they've got Matt Jones there, and a little early to give up on him. But the hoodie's not getting any younger either, so. I don't know.
I think if the hoodie has a chance to grab him up, he will, man. I mean,
probably.
What if
he's not dumb? He's not dumb.
What if the hoodie gets a hold of Antonio Brown, right, and Aaron Rodgers? What then?
It'll be a suspension. It'll be suspension halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown, he gone.
I don't think Antonio Brown's.
Can handle life.
He doesn't need them if he can get Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers, which that's kind of a package. That's kind of a package deal with those two.
What a package deal that would be.
Going to want to follow his quarterback for sure.
My goodness, that'd be a hell of a deal there. How much would you pay for that? How much would you pay for that package deal, Manny?
A year?
Yeah, both of them together for 1 year. How much resources would you throw at them to bring them two in?
Well, probably $35-40 million, easy. It's worth it.
Yeah, $20 million apiece.
You've got 2/3 of your offense solved.
Yep.
and Emperor Palpatine can find a way to run the football enough to keep Aaron Rodgers off his back and keep Devontae Adams open, right? He knows how to scheme. He knows how to scheme running game. He knows how to scheme tight ends. Yeah, he knows how to get tight ends, loose. So, yeah. I don't know. Anything else we want to talk about today? Anything else about because I don't want to jump the gun and talk Super Bowl because we still got to play the games. So and we've talked quite a bit about Aaron Rodgers, talked quite a bit about the games. Is there anything else football wise you want to cover?
MVP.
Oh, MVP. Good one. That's a good one. That's
the two top contenders are out of the playoffs.
Yeah, which doesn't that hurt your cause a little bit, doesn't it? It should, right?
Well, I think that's stupid how they wait don't take the playoffs into consideration for the MVP vote because it always seems like the best player that they give it to never in the playoffs. It just seems that way. They get knocked out.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Well, Rodgers was a lock, right? I mean, he was a lock. Everybody said lock. Like Taylor's going to come up short, but Rodgers is a lock. And
I mean, the football writers have already elected him most valuable player, but
yeah.
Well, your top two contenders are both out. Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are both out. They're both buying tickets to the Super Bowl. Okay, that's the only way they're going.
Well,
I wish they'd change it.
You look at who's left, and the players in the for most valuable player. I mean, Jackson's not even wasn't in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Who else?
I don't know who all was left. I know Taylor, and he's out.
Yeah.
No, he didn't even get into the playoffs because they couldn't beat the Jaguars. And
no, they were in the playoffs. They backed out because they're soft. Sons of bitches. I mean, I don't know. Who do you give to?
Cooper Kupp had an amazing season, but they ain't giving it to a wide receiver. So
no.
They probably
Which
should.
Is bullshit. Yeah, they should. You're right.
They probably should.
Hell, give it to Deebo Samuel. Oh, the guy can play multiple positions.
You know what though? This will crack you up. Where does the vote go now if Mahomes gets beat?
Well, I don't think Mahomes should get it anyway. According to his year he had, I mean, maybe he did well coming down the stretch, but he didn't put together a whole good year. I'm a Mahomes fan, but I don't think he deserves it.
It goes back to our earlier conversation about what was wrong with Kansas City at the beginning of the year, because those first 6 weeks of the season were ugly.
Yeah, he had a lot to do with that. So
you look at who's left in the playoffs, and
I think Rodgers is still going to take it down.
Not pretty,
Yeah, so it's got to be. I mean, Aaron's got to get it. I don't know, but
you got Burrow, Mahomes, Garoppolo, and
Stafford. No, he shits the bed too much.
Yeah, I mean Stafford would be the feel-good story just for all the years he suffered in Detroit, and all of a sudden it's like, I got him on a good team.
Yeah, we're not giving out participation trophies. Sorry, buddy, no participation trophies.
Yeah. I wish Stafford was playing for anybody but LA. I can't root for anything LA ever. I just can't.
I know.
You don't wish he was playing for the Bears. You don't wish he was playing.
No. Because that wouldn't go anywhere for him either. But
true enough. But
yeah, I mean,
somebody's got to win the North next year.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, but look at what the NFC East has done for 8 years.
Oh, come on, don't bring them up.
Yeah, hey, you're 7-8. You want to be in the playoffs? We can be in the playoffs, really? Thanks.
Yeah, come on over. Come on, yeah.
We need one team from your division to play, even though you're under 500. Somebody's got to show up, guys. So go ahead. That's gonna be the NFC North when Rodgers leaves. Watch.
And not once. Let's do it twice. Yeah.
It's gonna be ugly. Pook, what are you thinking, man? What do you think on MVP? You think Rodgers still taking that home?
I don't know, man. You know who I think should get it. Cooper Kupp should get it for sure. And as far as who the actual real MVP of the league is, who if you dissect it as far as most valuable player to their team, who is the most valuable player to their team? Probably Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what.
If you want to be honest, who's when Jordan was playing, he won a lot of MVPs, but he probably should have won it every year.
But if you're saying who's most valuable to your team, you're making the argument for Rodgers because we just got done talking about how terrible the Packers are going to be after he's gone.
You think so?
True. Oh yeah, they're going to be fucking terrible, man.
Yeah, they're done.
I know what the Seahawks look like without Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I seen a Seahawkless.
They look pretty bad with them.
I've seen Tampa Bay without Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen much of Green Bay without Rodgers, but that's yet to be determined.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Rodgers had like a 111 passer rating, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I mean, yeesh, that's pretty nasty numbers, son. Even though he can't win a home playoff game in one of the places where you should be able to win a home playoff game. Jesus, I don't know.
Man, I don't know. I wouldn't want that decision.
Yeah, me either. I think that's why Rodgers just walks away with it because, I mean, I like Cooper Kupp too. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if they gave it to Cooper Kupp.
Well,
I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be like, oh hell no, he was rubbish. Like, no, he's not rubbish.
Yeah, give it to him.
They're not giving it to a wide receiver. Yeah.
Well,
did Jerry Rice ever win one? No. Did he? I don't
No,
think
should
he
he?
did.
No, I don't think
Should he? Yeah, he should have.
Peyton Manning won 5 though, and how many Super Bowl wins does he have?
He's a pain in the neck.
as many as Aaron Rodgers, dude.
Exactly, 1. That's what I was hoping.
He's got 2, right? No, he's got 2.
He's got 2 appear. Oh, did he win one? Yeah, did he win one with
He's got 2, bro. He's got 1 with Denver and 1. He's got.
Oh
1
yeah, he beat the Bears, right?
He beat the Bears for sure.
He beat the Bears,
and then he beat Cam Newton.
And then he beat Cam Newton in
Right.
Denver. He's
Yeah,
got 3
right. Do the
appearances.
devil is due.
2
Hey,
wins.
everybody
Yeah.
beats the Bears. You said yourself.
I still remember that game. I remember standing. We just did. I was a bunch of people that I bartended with, and all it was all service people for the Super Bowl. And we walk in there like, John, shot, and as soon as I threw a shot down on the table, Devin Hester caught the ball on the kickoff, the very first play of the game. And it's like, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! It's gonna be a holy crap! He ran it back. It's over. They're gonna crush Peyton Manning. And nope, not so much. I don't think
like
that's another
4 like
touchdown.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
They need like 4 more like that, like he did against Phoenix that year, the Arizona Cardinals. I mean,
Yeah.
the amazing thing about the Bears that year was they got to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman.
well, that was freaking Devin Hester, man, and that guy should be in the Hall of Fame, but they'll never probably put a kick returner in the Hall of Fame, which is nonsense.
I know they don't have war in
Speaking of the Hall of Fame, is Big Ben going to get in?
Ooh.
For raping people?
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, you know, it's like Pop said last night on my show. He says sports writers are finicky people, man. They're, sports writers, do they overlook it or do they take that consideration? It's all how they feel. You know, football's a women-driven league. 50% of the fans are women, and they got to say. It's the first one. I think he gets in, but
there's no morality clause in an NFL Hall of Fame
no,
constitution.
but it just takes one sports writer.
If there was Lawrence,
it is if you're a sports writer.
well, then
they
they
have
wouldn't
their
have
own
voted.
morality clause.
Lawrence Taylor was banging teenagers and doing crack off of fucking mayor's freaking laps, and he got into the Hall of Fame. So Ben Roethlisberger never brought into court, isn't? Come on.
Well, he's been in.
You're just saying that. You're just saying that
We don't know
because you
first
haven't
ballot.
been raped by the guy.
Allegedly, nobody's been raped by the guy.
If you got raped by Roethlisberger, you wouldn't be saying any of this.
You're gonna get us sued one of these days. You know that, right?
We're gonna hurry. We're gonna eat the chicken.
Allegedly, allegedly. Yeah.
And you
The
got to
only
remember
thing you can
something.
prove
You
is
got to
that he
remember.
drove his motorcycle in the back of the truck.
And then
the
here's
only
our
thing you
thing.
can prove.
This is our thing. You got to remember about females. They're so mixed up. They might freaking vote for the guy just because he raped people. You know, you have no idea what's going on in the girls' minds.
T, what you got, man?
All right, I gotta get going because
Okay.
I gotta get Sammy some food before our game and stuff. We got
Oh, yeah,
some
that's kind
family
of
stuff
important.
to do. So yeah.
Make sure she's well nourished.
Yeah.
So all right, so
Good
I
luck.
will see you guys later. Have
All
a
right,
good
man.
one.
Dude, take
Yep,
care.
bye.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we head out?
I don't know. We can
I
talk a
think
little.
I think I raised all the crazy questions I did last night, so that's cool.
Good.
Well, we got 6 more teams that need to find coaches, and good luck to them. I don't want to see the same retreads. You know what I'm saying? The same old people all over
I
again.
don't either. I don't
Let's get a
either.
new crop in. Don't bring in a lot of college coaches because we know that don't work. Okay, totally different animal. But let's see what they do. Let's see if they get some minority coaches going through this thing. Just get some better coaching. The coaching has just been terrible the last 10 years. I mean, 10 teams need new coaches. That's crazy.
Insane. And only
That's
4 of
crazy.
them hired. Yeah, that's crazy. There's still 6 left. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to wait for some teams are still in the playoffs. They're probably not going to get permission to talk to some of these other guys. So, that might straighten out after the Super Bowl. But boy, hopefully they do. Hopefully they do get some new blood in there, some guys we haven't heard of. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, wow. That's going to be a deal.
Pook, what do you got?
Ryan Bader's fighting tonight. He's fighting Valentin Moldavsky, and Benson Henderson's fighting tonight. Islam Mamedov, and that's going to be Bellator. I believe that might be showing on Showtime. I'm probably just going to stream it from some site. I might be tuning into that for sure. And as far as Dana White and his Dana White privilege and his Dana White power and him and negotiations with Nagano and whatnot. We kind of beat that in the ground last week. There's not much happening in the UFC. So
what about
JLP Sonnen? All charges dropped. He beat up the 5 guys that were disrespecting his wife.
Yeah.
In the hotel, in the Luxor hallway of the hotel.
He should have.
Right. We don't know exactly what happened there. I mean, he has never commented on what happened,
Probably
and
smart.
as well, he probably shouldn't, because anytime, you end up, yeah, exactly. Smart to keep quiet. But yeah.
What about our girl Thug? When's she fighting again?
Thug Rose? You
Yeah.
tell me. Sounds like you know something. When is she fighting?
No, I don't. I was listening to a podcast the other day and her name had come up, but they didn't really talk about it. I was listening to Rogan and talking to Juliana Pena.
Yeah, I really don't believe she's on the next. I don't know that for sure, but I looked at that next pay-per-view coming up soon with Whitaker and Stylebender, and I didn't see her on that card, so she's not on that card. So I don't know who she's gonna be fighting next. Next time we talk, I'll definitely know.
What about a rematch of Pena and Amanda Nunez?
Yeah, that's going to have to happen, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's going to have to happen. That's going to have to happen, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this time. I mean, that's a huge psychological advantage, having whooped somebody like that.
Yeah.
The way Pena whooped her. It's a huge psychological advantage. So we'll see what happens. Obviously the conditioning for that fight wasn't there. Well, I mean, you could see that. But that's a huge advantage. I've seen that over and over again. When someone gets taken to the woodshed by somebody in MMA, the next fight they have, it rarely does it. Like, why is it going to go any other way? Why is it going to go any other way? That'd be the question. Why is it going to go any other way? And the answer might be the conditioning and stuff. But that's going to be inside of the former champion's head.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think. I mean, especially to go what 20-0, and then get your ass handed to you like Nunez did in that match. Like, that's got to make you reevaluate everything. Like everything in your life, like not just your fighting, but like how the hell did I get beat like that? Like, nobody's even getting close.
In individual sports, like you see this a lot. You see when people's personal lives change in a big way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we even seen it with our guy. He was 7-0. He just got married, and now all of a sudden he's not making weight for whatever reason. Or I'm talking about the Moray kid.
Yeah.
He's not making weight for some reason. Things aren't going right with contract negotiations. He just got married. Nunez just had a baby, correct? She just had a baby, and I mean, I'm sure that you see this a lot. Tiger Woods, when he had his trouble in his life, and his just went to hell. His golf game went to hell, man. These are individual sports, and when your life changes,
your game go to hell too if your wife uses your 6-iron to use it on your dashboard.
I really don't blame her, but it's definitely affected his performance. There's no way anyone because other people talk about, oh, he had injuries, he had this, he had that, he had other circumstances that were driving all that. But
it's amazing how those injuries always come up when you're full of shit.
Mm-hmm. Look at Francis Ngannou. He's got freaking blown out knees, and he just freaking whooped the crap out of Cyril Gane for the heavyweight championship of the world. Made Dana White really sad. Didn't even show up for the press conference, by the way. I love the way Dana White's trying. Hey, speaking of which, have you seen the Jake Paul diss on Dana White?
No.
I don't believe we could put that on the air. Maybe we could. I don't know. Would it get you in trouble?
Is it a personal thing?
Pull it up on you. Pull it up. It's Jake Paul.
Yeah, you might want to watch it first.
Oh yeah.
You might want to watch it first.
Did you see it?
Okay.
Did you see it, Pip?
We'll save it. Hold on, let me write it down.
I did.
I'll tell you.
And pull it in and watch response.
It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
The whole music.
Oh my God.
Is freaking hilarious.
It's a music
you should
video?
pull it up. You should pull it up for the people watching live just to reward them in case it gets pulled down later.
I'll look it up and I'll see if I can rip it. I don't want to play it right now. I need to look at it first.
And that's another thing. Hey, Khabib, here we go. That's another thing. Khabib at Eagle FC, he had a statement. Did you see his statement?
No, what did he say?
If Dana White ain't going to treat his fighters good. I'm paraphrasing because he speaks broken English. If Dana White ain't going to treat his fighters right, I will.
Nice.
Pretty much that's what he's saying.
That's exactly what he said. Yeah.
They just had Sergey Katanov, who has to be about my age, fighting last night in Eagle FC. I guess he won. He defeated Spong.
Thanks. All right. Anything else? Anything auto racing wise? Anything?
Well, you got a race next Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
They're in the LA Coliseum, a quarter-mile track. I don't know how they're going to pull this off.
Is it dirt?
You put 24. No, they're on asphalt.
Ooh.
They created an asphalt track, a quarter-mile asphalt track inside LA Coliseum, and I don't know how they're going to do that with 3,500-pound cars.
Is this just an exhibition, or is this part of the season?
This is the Bush Clash exhibition.
Oh, okay, it's just Bush.
But I mean, they're all out there. It's going to be a fight to get into the race, and it's going to be wild. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It'll be on TV.
What's it going to be? Is it a regular TV, or is it going to be on ESPN, or?
You know what? I'll look that up for you real quick. Oh, okay. And the other thing is, guess who's rumored to be coming back to racing?
Who?
Greg Biffle.
What?
There is supposedly seen getting fitted for a seat at Richard Childress Racing.
Interesting.
Richard Childress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
And the other part of that is my sweetheart is being promoted by Ford to have a ride in the Xfinity Series.
Who's that?
You don't remember her name?
Mm-mm.
Oh, come on.
Mm-mm. I don't remember her name. I'd probably see a picture back. Oh, yeah, but no.
All right. Hang on. I'll have to. I ain't going to tell you it, but
Hold on a second.
Oh, God. This is terrible.
Oh, hold on. Let's see here if I got this. No, that's the wrong one. Damn it. Hold on a second here. One last thing. Share screen. Window. Oops. How about that one? There we go. Here's your baseball coverage for this week. There we go. This is the most exciting thing that's happened in a while. So enjoy.
He looks away and watch. He's looking at the umpire.
Hey!
You can't.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
The no-look catch from the mound. Yeah. All I got is nothing, really. So it's all right. It's gonna happen though. They're gonna work it out. It's gonna be all right. No worries. But as soon as anything big happens, I'll put it up on the page. But all right. Unless anybody's got something else. Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about this real quick. Thanks, Chris. I completely forgot about that because a bunch of people got left off. So, Hall of Fame, Ortiz is the only guy to get in this year. Deservedly so. I mean, he deserved to get in. I don't think he was the only one who should have got in. But Clemens got left off. Barry Bonds got left off. Kurt Schilling got left off.
What was the reason they left Clemens out? I don't understand that either.
He was caught up in that steroids talk. That's why.
It's because he faked the bloody sock.
That's Schilling.
Oh, okay.
That's Schilling did that, yeah.
I don't know about baseball. I'm not pretend.
So yeah, three prominent names are didn't get in, but Big Papi did, and thank God for that because I mean that's one of my favorite guys of all time. I mean,
I got no problem with that. No,
I've never seen anybody more clutch in my entire life. I've seen. There may have been guys you could make an argument for Reggie Jackson, but fuck him. He played for the Yankees. Poppy was a twin and almost a castaway. Got to Boston, turned and completely revitalized his career. Helped revitalize that franchise. How many game-winning playoff home runs does that dude have? Like insane, dude. Good leader, good in the franchise. Best speech ever after a terrorist attack. Screw George Bush. Screw everybody. Nobody chases it. This is Boston. This is our fucking city. And that was a scary time for people. And Poppy and he said it live on national TV, and they didn't.
And they didn't beep it out.
They let him. This is our fucking city, and people would just be and everything he did on the field, good for him. The
only thing I'd say about that is he should have been a little quicker, in my opinion.
Yeah,
should have been a little quicker.
That too. But he's in now, so it don't matter. He's in.
He's in. That's great. Yeah.
Other than that, negotiations are still ongoing. Chris made a point. Bonds Clemens never failed. Well, Bonds failed quite a bit in Pittsburgh. I mean, in the playoffs, but Clemens, now that dude was a gangster on the mound. There's no doubt about it. And would he be a gangster that long without the juice? Probably not. But
he's a pretty good actor too.
Yeah,
he's a pretty good actor too.
Absolutely.
Goose Fraba.
So,
well, I got a question before we go. I got a question for you. All right. Do you know what a reverse exorcism is?
No. I mean,
that's where the devil
deduce what it is.
That's where the devil tells the priest to stay out of little boys.
Oh God, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. Chris qualifiers remark. I meant the PED test. Yeah, but we know how they were getting around that. Balco. All right. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody for joining. Make sure you tune in the bar tonight. Pook, you gonna make it maybe, or you got plans?
I can maybe stop in. Stop in. I was gonna watch that Bellator for sure, man. Maybe I can do like a split screen, hang out with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Chime in here and there. Because I was prepared for the bar of the day. You know that, right? You know I was gonna talk about the Freedom Truckers up there in Canada, and I was gonna talk about Klaus Schwab and how he's got the Parliament in Canada and Jack Trudeau freaking under he's even saying it out in the open, man. I mean, it's crazy what's going on with this New World Order zombie apocalypse that we're facing. So
all right, sounds good. Pimp,
come on there and maybe
to as well.
Maybe talk a little bit of that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome tonight, 2100 right here on VRS. Pops, you got anything before we bounce?
Yeah. Let's see. JOHN. All right. Look at your Gmail.
My Gmail?
Yep. And it'll be coming in as a female.
That sounds suspicious.
Hold on a second here.
It's only spam email. Block that shit.
Uno momento. It's loading. Okay. Where the hell? Why is it's taking forever to load, man? Come on.
It's a good picture. That's why.
Oh, come on. There we go. Hold on a second. Come on. Holy shit, it's taking forever. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right. So she's got a full-time ride this year?
No, Haley? Ford she's got a full-time ride in trucks.
Okay, in trucks. Okay.
And Ford is telling their teams she should be in Xfinity.
Okay.
So 9/10 out of 10 that Hallie Deegan is going to make her move.
Nice. Awesome.
And she is attractive as hell. There's no offense about it. She just qualified fourth in the Daytona race. So that's neat to see. She did the qualifying. So she and Chase Briscoe are teaming up in the Daytona before the 24. So that's going to be going this weekend too. So nice. Daytona Roar before the 24. No, that's already over with. Anyway, Daytona is tomorrow also.
The 24 hours is tomorrow?
No, this is the preliminary race.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. All right. And my wife's signing out there. Chris, make sure you tune in tonight too for the bar, 2100 Eastern Standard Time. And thanks everybody for tuning in and being a part of the show. And yeah, we'll see y'all later tonight. Later,
everybody.
Better go. Don't dog ahoy.
Where is it? Here we go.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.